feast your eyes first right here. It's the launch of mauve pink. Isn't it beautiful? It looks like a French lavender when you see it in person. This color you can only find here at Le Creuset. This is our brand new today's special value. This is the Le Creuset 8-quart oval Dutch oven with the cast iron lid. Look at all of that delicious food for your holiday season, comfort foods right around the corner. And when it comes to cooking it up evenly, working on all of your stovetops, I'm not even gonna plate that out. I just want y'all to look at that color. Can we show it again? I'm so in love with it. I know we're just starting, but look at that mauve pink. It is so gorgeous. It's ombre, and that's cast iron, everybody. So this is heritage cookware. This is how you create memories and lasting memories with that gorgeous food. The other thing too, this is the only order of the year. So it is 87 days until Christmas. If you are watching right now and you're saying, wait a minute, is that the French cookware Le Creuset? Yes, it is. That is the mauve pink at the very end of our row. We don't have a huge amount of those. So if you like it and you're falling in love with it like I am as you're staring at it more, you've got to get it at midnight. Now, I want to quickly run you through all of the colors. This is our Marseille, that rich ombre, beautiful blue like the ocean that you find off the coast of France. Then we have the flame. That's that gorgeous ombre, and that is one of their original colors, and this is one that is used by so many famous chefs around the world. Here is the white. If you are loving having that stark color, we have it available for you now. We also have the oyster, so that's your ombre gray. Right next door, we have the cerise, that's your ombre red. Come on over here. Look at these holiday colors next to each other. We got the artichaut, which is that ombre green. We have the sea salt, which is that pretty coastal shade, and then there's the mauve pink at the very, very end. This is new today. It's our only order of the year. We will not be offering another Le Creuset Dutch oven today special value this year. We also have a great price. Are you ready? Retails for $460. We have it for $299.98. This is 8 quarts. This is Le Creuset cast iron. This is a Dutch oven. And again, mauve pink at the very end. I'm gonna walk you back through. Mauve pink, sea salt, artichaut, cerise, oyster. Here's the white. I know, I feel like I'm going down a kick line. And then here is the flame. And then here is the Marseille. It all comes in this beautiful box. This price goes up at the end of the day. We have reduced shipping as well. And so it's 5 easy payments of $60, but all in, our price is $168 different. Chef Nate Collier is here with us. And I love your choice of sweater color, my friend.
Do you like it? It matches a little bit the mauve pink, right?
It's amazing. You are marketing and culinary director with Le Creuset.
I am.
A dear friend of ours here at QVC. And can you tell everybody, give us an overview of why this Dutch oven from Le Creuset?
Why this Dutch oven? Well, first of all, because we've been making them for almost 100 years.
That's
Can you believe it?
amazing.
Next year, 2025, will be our 100th anniversary. We've been making them the same way in the same village in northern France since 1925.
Amazing.
And we are the first to put colorful enamel on cookware. So we were the first to come up with color on cookware, and we're still doing it with new colors like mauve pink. So they look beautiful. But what you really want is the heat retention of cast iron to give you delicious, amazing flavor. You want that easy release enamel to release everything off, to be easy to use, easy to maintain, easy to clean. You can see everything showing here with this oval Dutch oven. Cast iron, ready to use, no seasoning required, so fully coated in enamel. These knobs and handles are easy to maneuver around. This 8-quart size is an amazing capacity, but it's not something that's so hard to move around your stove. This beautiful oval Dutch oven, a little bit different than the round Dutch ovens that you'd see from us, gives us a little extra versatility. So if you're cooking long cuts of meat, chuck roast, tied pork roast, chicken, you have that extra capacity on the edges. But this does everything that all of our iconic round Dutch ovens has ever done. Amazing heat retention of cast iron, easy to use enamel coating, and a lifetime warranty. Again, we've been doing this since 1925, so 100 years has prepared us for this. But the best thing, as I put this down, that you're gonna get out of this is amazing, delicious food, both the flavor and the texture. So one of the most famous dishes from France, beef bourguignon. And really that just means beef burgundy or beef in burgundy wine.
I know we're looking at the food, but that color, mauve pink, Oh my, you matched it perfectly. And would you describe it in person as you show us that beautiful recipe? To me, in person, it reads very French lavender.
It's a smoky kind of
Beautiful
lilac,
said.
dusty pink is something that we like to call it too. It's beautiful because it has like something a little bit old school about it, but it's so fresh and new as well. And it's gonna cook just like all of the rest of our cast irons. So
we've already got 200 gone, by the way. I know, people are loving
Mary,
that mauve pink.
when you eat stew, do you want gray, thin, listless stew that doesn't taste like anything?
By the way, not only in my food, but not anywhere.
Okay, nowhere.
Nowhere.
You want rich, hearty, delicious, delicious flavor, and you're gonna get that from searing. And the way that you sear is you have a material that can hold on to heat and will not cool down when you put your protein on it. And that's what cast iron does. Nothing holds on to heat like cast iron. There's no other material that we cook with.
It distributes it evenly,
it's
too.
It's so beautiful, and this is what you get. Brown flavor, crispy edges, texture,
Oh my
and
gosh.
everything left on the bottom in there is all flavor. You don't want to have to scrub and wash that down the drain.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is get that into your beautiful sauce. So I'm going to go add some aromatics in here. We've got some onions, carrots, mirepoix, if you will, as they call it in France.
What is, anybody who doesn't know, what is mirepoix?
Mirepoix, so aromatics, you always want to start with some aromatic vegetables. Any stew that you're doing, so the Creole and Cajun have the Trinity with green pepper in it. Spanish cultures have a sofrito that you cook down. And in France, it's mirepoix, carrots, onions, celery, herbs, garlic. Cook that all down to develop a nice flavor in there. A little bit of tomato paste as well. That's going to darken it up, add a little bit more delicious flavor. And like I said, the first step to all of these stews is just browning and building flavor. So tomato paste, beef, there's bacon in there, mushrooms, onions, all of that. You want it to cook down so it browns a little bit. Even the tomato paste, you're gonna want it to turn a little bit of a rust color on there, develop beautiful flavor, and then the magic really happens once this all cooks down into that beautiful brown caramelized texture on the bottom. I'm going to show you the enamel and what that does for you. Let me just set this
Before
here.
we dive into the enamel, can I show the colors
Please
again?
do, because this, one thing I want to say about cast iron,
tell us.
let the pan do the work. Be patient. You don't have to worry about it. Let the pan do the work. Heat it over medium heat. Sear your meat so it develops flavor, and just let it do the work. You don't have to force it. So I'm going to sit here and let it do the work while you go do colors.
We're not going to force anything.
We're not going to force
because
anything.
Because Le Creuset is on the job.
Do it.
Okay, so come on over with me this way. Do you see this box? That's the gift that they'll be opening, but it comes in a brown box. So when it gets delivered, it's not going to ruin any surprises. That's nice to know. Are we starting with that mauve pink? Okay, y'all come up here. This is the brand new launch. It is launching tonight, the mauve pink. For the day, there's only 1,100 left. At midnight, 9 minutes in, we have 1,100 left for the day, and quite frankly, for the year. So if you want that pretty smoky orchid, I'm calling it French lavender. This is mauve. Grab it while we have it. The other thing too, we've got sea salt. This has been an incredibly popular color. Next door, we have the artichoke. That's that pretty ombre green. Then we have the cerise, which is that rich cherry ombre shade. Then we have oyster. So if you're loving the gray, you're collecting the gray, we have it tonight. We also have white. So this is solid white top to bottom. You're getting a really nice addition to your table if you have all white cookware and stoneware. The other thing too, we've got the flame. This is the color that so many people collect. This is the color that so many world famous chefs use. And then this at the very end is the Marseille. Now that is that rich blue that ombres too, but this is Le Creuset cast iron. To Chef Nate's point, you can crank the heat down. It works on all stovetops, including induction. If you want to use any cook method, from oven to sauteing to frying, we can do it in this vessel. And we've got 8 quarts here and a nice oval shape on it.
A great oval shape for extra versatility. And you know what else you can do with this? You can serve right from it, because it's going to keep your food hot at the table, and it's going to have the beautiful ombre colors too. So number one, you don't want another serving dish, but you don't have to get another one dirty, because this will hold the heat, the lid will hold the heat, and it looks beautiful on your holiday table.
400 already gone.
Wow.
We're just kicking off our brand new Today Special Value. Before I walked away, you you were talking about the enamel on the interior. Can you talk to us more about that?
So the cast iron is what holds onto heat and develops the flavor.
Okay.
That's where you're getting the browning. That's where you're getting the Maillard reaction. That's where this tomato paste is turning nice and rust color and all the aromatics are releasing their texture. The enamel is where you get the ease of use and releasing all of that back into your food. So if you have something like stainless steel, raw cast iron, other things, you have to worry about acidic foods. You have to worry about soaking it. You have to worry about it oxidizing. Not with this. It's fully coated and protected. But here's what else it does. We've got everything browned in here. We've got nice flavor developed. The next thing we're going to do is called deglazing. And what that means is you're going to get all the flavor from your pan into your sauce and then into your belly. So
my eyes deglazed.
Don't forget into your belly, by the way. You have to have that as well.
I never forget about the belly. But what we're seeing on the deglazing is it's not necessarily a non-stick, but it's such an easy release. And I find over time that it just gets better and better.
Absolutely right. So this is going to, I just came over with some Burgundy wine, hence beef bourguignon. That's where the name comes from. We'll add a little bit more in later, but the first bit you want to put in there, you can see already as I swipe across, just with a spatula, there's nothing left on the bottom of this enamel. All of that brown flavor, all of that fond we developed on the bottom of the pan is coming off. Again, no worry about staining with the tomatoes, no worry about staining with the wine or acidic because of that enamel coating. Here's a graphic of it. Base coat all over, so even the lips and the rims of the lid that look like they might have exposed cast iron on it, fully sealed. You don't have to worry about the elements. The sand enameled interiors for that easy release, for that performance, for that easy maintenance. 2 coats of color on the outside, fired in between each one for that beautiful ombre effect. And it's fired at temperatures over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And so that enamel is not paint. It is melting and fusing to the cast iron. Yeah. It is so durable,
500
so
gone
beautiful.
Now. Look at that table.
Look at the mauve pink, looks so beautiful with lots of other colors on there. I love the sea salt pairing.
Do your daughters approve?
Oh, my daughters approve, and it's funny because like I try to keep things a secret from them too, but of course they are very.
You can't keep secrets.
I'm not going to call them nosy, but they know what's going on in our household, and so they knew this was coming. They see the sweater came in the mail, and I tried it on, and they knew exactly what was happening at that point.
I love it. Hey everybody, this is our Le Creuset Today special value. It is a Dutch oven, so you know what? I love the fact that we can turn a vessel on our stovetop now into an oven function, but I also love the fact that it's 8 quarts. So if you're cooking for the holidays, you're batch cooking. If you're cooking for a larger crowd, you're set. But for those of us that live in a household of 2 people, now we can cook big anytime we need to, and we can cook small too at the same time.
You can cook big, you can batch cook, you don't have to fill it up, you can save things. This is so versatile because you don't have to use all 8 quarts if you don't want to, but if you do, it is here for you. And I love what you just said about making this its own oven, because that's what it is. When these were first produced, they were for hearth cooking. They were not for ovens. This is the actual oven, and part of that is the lip right here on the lid. So every lid that we have in cast iron, you can see this precision milled lip right here is going to lock in. And again, this is sealed with that ground coat on the enamel graphic that we saw before. This is what's going to lock the flavor, the steam, the moisture in. You can see that locked in.
Gosh.
And the lid is designed at such a perfect angle where all the moisture will run down the sides, back into your stew, back into here.
Love that.
All of that beautiful, delicious flavor, moisture, and heat stays inside. The cast iron lid will heat from the top. So again, if this is full of stew and you don't want to carry it to the oven and back and forth, leave it on the stovetop and braise it here. I'm actually going to walk this to the oven so we can make a little bit more room on the stovetop. But you can absolutely use this just on the stovetop or in the oven, whichever you prefer.
While you do that, I'm going to wander and show everybody the colors again, because this is our only order of the year. This is the big launch of the mauve pink. Now, in person, it reads like a dusty orchid. It does read, to me, like a French lavender. It's right here.
Got it.
At midnight, there are fewer than 1,000 to go around. It's got the stainless steel knob, so of course, all cook methods, all stovetops, but that means that you can put it up to a higher temperature in the oven. The thing is this, we will not be offering another Le Creuset Dutch oven today special value this year. If you want this mauve pink, this big launch of this exclusive color, you've got to get it in your cart and you've got to check out now. Now, right next door, we have the sea salt. That's another super popular color here at QVC. Here's our to show. Great color for the holidays. We have the cerise, which is that cherry red, another great choice. Here's the oyster next to that. Here's the white. And then you might be seeing other mauve pink pieces around the set. Those are available on QVC.com. Here's the flame. And then here at the very end, here is the Marseille. This is Le Creuset cast iron. 600 have now been picked up. It's going to come in this